This is the Velocity Micro Raptor M60. It's a gaming desktop with some impressive internals and a price tag to match. At $3,000, it's not exactly a budget machine, but it's kind of built like one. Our review model of the Raptor M60 featured an 8-core Ryzen 7 1800X processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti graphics card, and 2 hard drives, a 512 gigabyte SSD, and a 3 terabyte hard disk. That's on par with what you get from any other manufacturer at this price point, but that doesn't make its performance any less impressive. The Raptor M60 performed exceptionally well in our benchmarks. It consistently hit between 85 frames per second in For Honor, even in 1440p, with all the graphics turned up. At 1080p, it averaged a comfortable 174 frames per second at max graphics settings. Despite excellent performance, the Raptor M60 suffers from a pretty serious flaw. The internal design of this case is marred by an extraneous fan rig that makes it hard to reach some of the internal components. It can be moved out of the way partially, but because of the way it's hooked up, when it swings open, the cord is pulled dangerously taut, so you have to really reach in there to disconnect it. It's just poor design. It's like this case is trying to get in your way. It's the kind of lackluster design we just don't see elsewhere, as neither of its nearest competitors feature internals that actively obstruct your ability to swap out components or just admire your hardware. So, should you buy it? Well, you can get these specs at this price from nearly any other manufacturer, and you'd end up with a PC without a weird internal fan thing. That said, you might want to do some shopping around. Its performance is great, but that's a credit to the off-the-shelf internals, not anything unique to this PC.